Well, tonight, only in America, meet Alicia Johnson. She's 6 years old and lives in Georgia. And like many children of that tender age, she can be a bit naughty from time to time. It kind of goes with the territory of being 6 years old. Well, last Friday, she was very naughty indeed. She threw a temper tantrum at her school, the Creekside Elementary School in Milledgeville, and began throwing books and toys around. She jumped on a paper shredder and she tore some stuff off a wall, including a shelf that hit a teacher's leg. So how do you think the school responded to this very naughty 6-year-old girl? A trip to the head teacher's office, maybe? A visit to the naughty chair? Maybe even a request to her parents to come and collect her? Nope, the eminent brains of Creekside Elementary School decided there was only one way to control this unruly 6-year-old girl. Yes, I do keep saying 6, not 16, and that was to call the police. Well, perhaps understandably, this ridiculous overreaction caused Alicia, aged 6, to freak out even more. So the police officer did the obvious thing you do to a 6-year-old girl who's having a temper tantrum, stuck her hands behind her back and handcuffed her. Yep, you heard me. They put a 6-year-old girl in steel handcuffs. Then they frog-marched her down to the police station and put her, according to her family, in a holding cell before filing a formal juvenile complaint accusing Alicia of simple battery and damage to property. In case I didn't mention it before, this girl is 6 years old. Her aunt, who went to the station with her mother to collect her, said this.
You will damage a child psychologically by doing something to that nature. That can damage a child for life. I was just horrified, really. That really hurt me to my heart.
Now, you might have thought that with the benefit of time and hindsight, the school and the police may just have realised they'd made a shocking, awful error of overreactive judgment. But not a bit of it. The acting police chief, Dre Swycord, held a brief news conference this afternoon and stood firmly by his officer's actions. He said the child was placed in handcuffs for her safety and the safety of others, of course, because these 6-year-old girls can be a real handful for fully grown male policemen, can't they? Now, because of her age, Alicia can't be charged with a crime and will not therefore go to court, but she has been suspended from school until August. Now, when I first heard about the story, I assumed it was either exaggerated or a joke, but it was neither. What it was, I'm afraid, was an example of petty-minded bureaucracy gone completely barking mad, of silly little people failing every common-sense test available to them and going bonkers. Let me spell it out to those responsible in language even their minuscule brains may possibly understand loudly and clearly. You put a 6-year-old girl in handcuffs. Shame on you all. That's all for us tonight. AC360 starts now.